हिना लिंक शेयर कर दो।
Yeah.
लिंक कहाँ शेयर कर रहे हैं?
Link done. We are live.
ग्रुप चैट पे डाल दो हिना।
I have put it in your WhatsApp.
ओके ओके।
मुझे फॉरवर्ड कर दो ना।
Now Teji ji will do. I cannot do. We are live. All this is getting recorded.
हाँ श्योर।
Okay. Hello and welcome to Author series, episode number 7. By now, I don't think so that you need an introduction that what the series is about. And by now, I am very sure that it has become that heartthrob which you always wait for. And every time you meet a new author, you get to know them. It's like a layer which gets unlayered every time we unbox the authors here. Why? Because for me, when you know the author, you get to know the book very personally. It's not just about the pages, it's not just about the words which you're connecting to. You're connecting to a face, you're connecting to a person, you're connecting to a personality. And that is just the superficial layer of that. There is much more which you can do when you are meeting the author. And no wonder that is why many people go to these literature fests and all that part. So consider that as the mini virtual literature fest, which we are conducting here with every author each time. And this time it is another author who is on board. And I have 5 things to say about her. So one is that the very first one is that she knows the art of respecting. And she knows it means she actually lives it. And there are many multiple stories which will come out during our conversation. Second thing is she is the master helper who is on toes. Be it a 2 a.m. help, if she is awake, she will be there with you. The third point is that she's a very disciplined mama. That's what came across to me. She can clarify to me for that. An equally disciplined author for sure. And the trustworthy friend one could ever have. Fourth, she's an avid learner. And it won't be an exaggeration if I say that she inspires me to learn throughout the life and to learn, keep on learning in the life. And fifth, very important, she is super flexible and adaptive person who is chillaxed about all the PPLs which the mentors give her, because that is a kind of blessing to her. So I would call her Lady Gandhiji, who always breathed ahimsa as oxygen. And with that, I welcome Tapaswinee Hota Choudhary and her book, No Laws of Parenting. And so as the book itself suggests, it's about parenting. And I'm handing it over to Tapas. Welcome, Tapas, on board. And welcome to Author series.
Thank you so much. My goodness, I'm so excited, so overwhelmed with your, the kind of introduction. I was speechless. Thank you so much, Hina, for having me over here.
My pleasure, Tapas.
It's such a big title that you have given me. I never expected such title, and it is like, Gandhi ji is something like someone who we all admire, and I never expected such title from your end. Thank you so much. If my coach is giving me something like that, then it's a naman to her, first of all. And thank you so much for being my coach. And to writer Nama, to the whole NLP journey, to my both teachers, gurus, and mentors who took us through all the NLP journey and through which we got a chance to be here. And I remember I would like to share this one moment which I was really waiting when the moment will happen that I'll share this moment with you, with everyone, where you know the moment, right? The time the book club was been announced, and I had a chit chat with you. It was kind of, let's join the book club also and grow together kind of journey. And I said, Hina, I'm really sorry, but I'm not a person to be who can pick the pen even and write. I'm such kind of person. I'm so scared of writing. I was simply running out of writing, not even my daily post of which I posted in Instagram. That from there to being an author, and the journey was really, really smooth and inspiring, only and only that is Hina Srivastava. Thank you so much for that.
My goodness, I'm speechless, and a lot of formality generally, because we talk and we have been on the fellow classmates as well. So despite being your coach also, it never felt like that I'm a coach, and you never made me feel like that. And despite that, we walked this journey of your book writing together, and that was something like that taught me so many things. I learned so many things, especially this part, like as I said, the flexibility which you have in you. Generally, because we talk and we have been on the... Okay, so with that, we are moving towards the very interesting question, because Tapas, I would love to see your book, because people are willing to know, because there's a twist behind the name as well. Yeah, so it is No is strike through, and then the No Laws of Parenting. So a very wonderful twist in the title, and that is why this is I love such titles basically. And Tapas would love to know about the title of this, and especially the very wonderful, beautiful, well-aligned book cover, which I know that you yourself have designed. So time to, brag about it a bit.
It is not only me, Hina. It was just that something, your support was each and every moment. I was juggling behind my, first of all, title was the main thing, where our title, if that's get decided, then we will go forward. That is what it is like, And the earlier we get our book covers, the earlier it would be easy for you. Being a first-time author, I wasn't aware of the process. Obviously, it was clear. It was transparent. It was crystal and clear. The process was, however, we were not so, confident about self. The self-confidence was extremely highly less. So being self-confident, not be so, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to write. This was my primary and very stronger belief of it. I remember, I was sitting for days and days. There was one exciting part in my journey was to ideate my content. How will I go further? Okay, that's ideation of my content was the only thing which was extremely exciting, and that is all because of Mahenosh and his the kind of quotes that he gives through his thoughtful thoughts. And this is the part which excited me, that all learning happens outside the classroom. From there, that is where I started. How am I going to take my book forward? About the cover title, it is one spark. It came that Hina Srivastava when posted saying, I was waiting for a creative title, and the creative title must touch my heart in the first go. And when you posted, Tapaswinee, I got this title. Can you say this? I said, wow, Hina, this is amazing title. But the thing is that the trusty people will keep on looking for more and more. So I said, if I get more better, then I might go, but I want this also. This is what it touched me in the first time. Because my way of journey is to, there is no such cookie cutter for recipe for all the parents. It's everyone, each and every one of us having different journey. And with that different journey, we have our own laws to create. because we all be all of us are beliefs, values, everything is different. Then there'll be no same journey also, right? So that is what this book is all about. Coming to the cover part, yes, you have given me ample of options. Maybe the simplicity, the authenticity of the cover that I was looking for. In fact, there was a time we decided, we completely created the cover also. I couldn't able to go through the cover. When I showed it to my husband and some more people, it was like, it's like freezing. Something is freezing over here. It is not matching to the title. Or maybe, people will say like, what, this is something, getting a conservative kind of look. So there again, the thought got stuck. Okay, what to do now? Okay. And there, this nature and natural thing, that is, I picked it. This is the first time I explored Canva with creating this book cover, that is known as a parent, with simply nature and the way we elevate our kids to have their own journey, take their own flight, take their own fly of life. So this inspired me with the one go, and no wonder all the title, this thing, the highlighting, that is the best you who did it. So thank you so much for that.
My pleasure. And I can remember one thing, and that's my heartfelt confession, that when we were going through the names thing, I was suggesting as a book coach, and almost everyone was done with the title, and you were the only one, I guess, till the end. You were very stuck in the title, and thanks to your perfectionist syndrome, that it was coming again and again. And similarly with the book cover, and I started getting losing my cool, that what is happening with this lady. She is really not. So I remember that I had a bit of I used a bit of teacher wala tone with you. When will you get it? Like, when are you going to decide? When I look back at that, with obviously the reframed perception, if I would say, it actually challenged me to think more, because I never take it as a rejection. Okay, I suggested something to author and they rejected it. That is completely their baby, and that's alignment should be there. I'm the outsider. No matter how much close a coach is, it is obviously your journey which you walk. We are just hand holding you. So that's where every time you said no to a title, I had to say that time it was a forced yes to more creativity. Uh, but thanks to you, that you made me think even more. Every time I was like, okay, next time I'll go with 10 more innovative titles. Let me see. She has to choose. So now I look back, it's kind of a very joyful journey. Definitely, I lost my cool for a moment, that I was like, it's almost the end of the writing journey. She's done with book writing, and even then, there's this fixation with the title, and so that's part and parcel. But definitely it really challenged me, and thanks to you for that, for not choosing the title impromptu. So that's the other side of the story for that.
It's such a beautiful word. And I could imagine what feelings, because I was not the only person. There are many people together. We are going the same journey. And I could imagine that what kind of journey you would have been at that point of time, having my such perfectionist syndrome, and that name was lovable.
Yeah. So okay, cool. So Tapaswinee, what was the inspiration, or who was the inspiration behind this book?
Inspiration is my kids. They are my inspiration. I cannot say I wanted to be the perfect, best parent ever. However, I wanted to be a parent who can say, by looking at my child, the other people at least can say they are a kind, humble people. And they are a good human being that someone has brought up, upbringing.
Wow.
And with that, when I started the journey, I'm unable to divert myself yet rather than parenting and all around thing, mothers, parenting and all. So since 3 years, I'm the journey of the transformation, and I'm working with many people, many working mothers, many their challenges. And the only thing I say over here is that when it comes to parenting, the everything lies on parents, not on the child. The child is just a output, like suppose you're having a tea now, and you're putting two spoon of sugars or 1 spoon of salt, anything, and you expect the outcome as in a good tea to have taste with you. So it won't be. So it's like that. Kids are like that. The kind of recipe, the kind of ingredients we put in them, the kind of output we will get it.
Wow.
When I tell them, they say, no, I don't do this, I don't do that. However, the inner journey is the truth, the brutal truth behind that, the upbringing of a child. When the output, you are getting something, the back end, you are reflecting what you are, what you have given to the child.
Wow, beautiful. So I guess you mirror the kids, is what, can we say that?
Mirror the kids.
I mean, they are kind of your mirror only. What you see is what you, I mean, what you show is what you get, something like that.
Right. What you show is what you get. Absolutely. And I'm not a right or wrong parent again. It is just that I'm on my journey, and I want others to be with me, with my experience. Wherever there are many books, many things that have been gone through this, like since I'm a parent since 12 years, I would say. And the 12 years journey is like so amazing that before I was a parent, I started reading my book, starting from my pregnancy book to everything. And from there, I started being a parent. And when like my first child was there, then it is time that I should buckle up my shoes. And my daily juggle, I have to make it as in my strength and power. And there I am with this journey.
Wow. That's very powerful. I mean, and in fact, that's what I like about your book. And that is why I came up with that name, because there was no law. There was nothing like, you should do that. And yet there was a whole book, very power packed with your journey, your experiences, and your, what would I say, your nuggets of wisdom. So that's what makes a book powerful, because it is authentic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, so we move towards the next round, which is a long rapid fire round where you can have chillax and you can give answers a little bit in details. And then we will move towards the faster rapid fire round. Okay?
Sure.
All right. So Tapas, describe your book in one line.
My book in one line: unleash the strength within, alleviate the inner parent.
Wow.
We all have all resources within us. So do that for yourself, however the way you want. So that is all about my book.
Wow. Okay, Tapas. So who is your most favorite author?
I started with the book Secret, that we all know, The Secret. However, that book is always at the first place on my heart. In the same time, there are many books which is still going and kept on adding, that Louis Hay, The Power of Now, and Joy Dispenza's book. There are 2-3 books which I liked it really. And yes, still like an artist, which is Austin Callon. While writing my book, where I never thought that I'm going to write any book, the best book I read is The Writer's Code, and that helped me a lot in my journey. So The Writer's Code is hopefully Hina Srivastav. Yes, Hina Srivastav books that day. So that was a helpful, extremely helpful book throughout my journey. So thank you.
Wow. That got me into the author zone, and I'm so happy on cloud nine. Thank you so much for reading the book. And yes, I'm flying. Okay, Tapas, so
You deserve it.
sorry,
You deserve it.
thank
You
you.
are like, you made us to what we are, Hina. Like, the more the inputs that you give, the authenticity you give, that I simply call you, many times I have said, the purest soul ever in the world I have seen someone, that is Hina Srivastav. And that kind of journey, that time you had provided to all of us, especially to me, whenever I want, you were there. No, Tapas, it's okay. Tell me what's next. So I'm really blessed to have you in this journey of my life, at least.
My God. Today you are making me speechless. So if you are getting such replies that, oh my God, wow, consider that I'm in a overwhelming zone. Super, super grateful for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Tapas. So you've already mentioned your favorite books. Let's get into your journey of writing. Let's dig a bit deeper, so that people also get a perspective that it is not just about knowing the author, but also knowing what takes to write a book, how many nuances a writer goes through. Okay, Tapas. So what was the most challenging or most scary part of writing?
For me, my starting was extremely highly scary. And the group was floating with charts, and I'm unable to start. There are days that I literally had the wet pillows, saying, what am I doing? Where am I? I'm in the journey and I'm unable to, just take the start, because maybe later you described me. There are two kind of writers, Tapaswinee, and you're the second kind of writer. What was that exactly?
Yeah, so there are two kind of writers. One is a plotter who plans everything and then write, and another one is a pantser. So I remember that you came to me while saying, I don't know what am I doing, because one chapter randomly is coming and then other chapter is randomly coming. I don't know what is happening. How would I, make the string out of that? And I was like, chillax, whatever is coming, that is coming, because you are a different kind of writer. Like I might be a plotter who puts a mind map and everything has to be in chronology. I'll start from the first chapter, then only I'll go to the second chapter. I may not have tried. Definitely we have both the kind of writers in us. What we go by the instinct, or what we feel comfortable by, and that's preferable to write when you start the journey. However, when you want to be more creative later in the line, you can challenge that part as well. So these days I'm on journey of challenging my part, that I'm so much into planning and structure. Let me go haywire as well. So that time I remember doing that. Talking to you on these lines, and you were like, oh, all this while I was thinking that, maybe I'm not even a writer. I don't know what am I doing. And so I said, no, that's completely okay. So plotter
Right,
and
right.
pantser.
Yes, plotter and panther. And I'm the second type of, when I wasn't able to start, then the other day I simply woke up and the starting was, I gave a thought to myself, what is my strength? And I started giving a shot from my strength. And the strength is no doubt the output of my book. And that went into completely last chapter, but that is what was my starting point. And later it got filled up with all that whatever it is in the book. The story is the kind of theme, because there are parts of the book I have. Every chapter has different parts. So I first, the content was ready, then the story was ready, then the quotes were ready. After that, every chapter separately, part by part, I'm taking it. So it's such a beautiful journey. And the brainstorming questions post of that. Every chapter had followed with 5 questions, which it will give a kind of what is that you want from what have you learned from this book, and also your past journey. So that's how the book has been formed, all
Wow.
about.
I would indeed would love to see all those, what I would say. This was a jigsaw puzzle, if we consider that. There were multiple pieces which you were collecting and you kept it, and then
Yeah.
you started, putting that into the picture and made the full picture. So it for me, I love it when I get to reach an author's that diary where the book is planned, or that notebook where the book is planned. That gives you a lot of insight that what kind of brainstorming you went through. And it's for me, it's just like, taking that journey. Maybe you take it by train or by flight, whatever. But when you're packing, how much of processing goes through. So book is just like, you're packing the luggage before you take your journey towards influence or towards self discovery, whatever your ultimate aim is. So that's very intriguing. I would love to see that part someday for sure.
Sure, sure. As I said, like that one day you were writing something in the group, and I said, "Give me your address." You started laughing. So I wanted to give you really the signing copy of mine to you soon. I'm going to deliver as the book editing has recently been done. So another 2 days or 1 day time probably it will take to relist. So once it is ready, I'm going to share. I'm going to get the copies. I'm going to post everywhere wherever it is I wanted.
Yay.
And
So this is a confession once again, and I'm loving this because I have not bought any of your books knowingly, because I
no,
wanted
you shouldn't.
to
No, you
find.
shouldn't. You deserve a heartfelt gratitude copy from all of us.
I know it will come
My
because
from me at
everything is
least.
going on, and you guys are revising and putting up the second the edition, or something remained, or some people are even putting names in gratitude. So that process is going on. So I'm just waiting patiently, and I know that these books will come. So then I will be showing it as a complete 12 books in my bookshelf. Okay.
And the best name I wanted for you,
Mhm.
that in the journey that we discovered that many people carrying their babies in their womb, and the gynecologist is every time getting checked every day, in fact, because this is first track babies are getting that intubed. And so to the heartiest gratitude to the fastest gynecologist in the world. Metaphorical, sorry guys.
Yeah, so they all had given. In fact, I guess I don't remember. I guess I myself did that to me, that I gave this label to me
No,
that
it
you
came
all
it
are.
came on a chart. It came on a chart, and it got invented with that metaphor.
Because I said that books are your mental babies on paper.
Mental babies on paper, and you are the gynecologist. That's how I probably
Yeah,
Teji or someone else had said,
that
and you're
you
the gynecologist to that. Mental baby, that is what is your role.
know. Exactly. So I often love that term. That wow.
Yes, so I simply loved it.
Okay, so Tapas, what was that one limiting belief that you conquered during this journey?
Biggest I just shared, that is I cannot write a book at all. For
Wow.
me, writing academic thing is different, and non-academic I can never think of. It's just one big huge paragraph. If I'm writing, I'm saying, oh my god, so my hands are paining. It's that kind of feeling I used to have it. And now give me what you want me to write. That
Wow.
is what I am.
That's so powerful.
Give me what you want. In fact, my husband loves writing and all the stuff. So that's his daily work, in fact, like blogging, this, that, blah, blah, blah. However, when it comes to me, he will say, go and do this, do that. I said, it might be your cup of tea, but not mine, please. So now I can say daily I'm having that cup of tea. Come on.
Yeah, and as many as you want, you can have, provided you get the time.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's very empowering. So relieved to, I mean, when each one of you is saying that, this is the strongest belief which got broken, that empowers me to the next level. Okay, so that gets me to the next question. What was the most exciting part of this writing?
Most exciting part was the ideation of my how I'm going to write it. That was the most exciting part, yes, because even the day I showed you that it came like, on a flow, that simply it went like, I never thought that in this way I'm going to write it. And it's everything that we need a that benchmark. Is it right? Is it what? And that the moment you saw, you said, wow, Tapaswinee, this is amazing. You got some structure to write it. So that was my aha moment, and that made me so excited, and that made my work throughout the book easy. And no wonder I kept on adding, removing, that keep on happening till the end day. But however, that gave me a structure. How am I going to go about the book?
And with this, I realized something just now, that when you are saying that you are a pantster, you kind of had a structure to come up with your book. It's just that in writing, you might be a pantster, but in ideation, you are totally a plotter. That you plotted that this is
Yeah.
how the structure has to be. So it's kind of
Yes.
drew the skeleton, and then you filled up the flesh wherever you wanted to fill up first.
Fill it. Right. The chapters were, it should flow. It should, you don't have to give effort to write. When you're writing, it should come and flow. So maybe when I started with my strength topic, it came like simply, I don't have to give effort on that. It was simply flowing. The pen was not stopping, my hands were not stopping. It was kept on going. And when it comes to other chapter, it is again before that, before I start the book. And once I started the book, it wasn't, no, it was simply flawless.
Wow. Okay, so that moves me to the last question of this round, which is who was the most happiest seeing your book? You cannot name your book coach and mentors and yourself.
My elder child, Kushali.
Wow.
And my husband, because my younger is quite younger yet, 5 years old, so he doesn't know, but he was like jumping with my daughter. However, my child was extremely happy. In fact, she keeps on reading the book, and with my book she keeps a tag, which I simply keep it like, see, like this. She is on this page now.
Oh, wow.
So she keeps a tag on that. Kushali was here, turn and read. So this is how she keeps a tag over here. Give a level.
Wow. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Precious, actually.
Yeah, very precious. So when your child is caring about your book, your output, your journey, so you feel worth living that moments in that life all about.
Indeed. Absolutely. Okay. So with that, we are moving to the next part, which is the faster rapid fire round. And this is called this or that. You have to choose one between the options, what you like or prefer. Okay. Okay, Tapas. Writing or editing, what do you like more?
Writing.
Okay. And then comes the game changer one, editing or marketing?
Editing. Chal jayega.
Okay.
Again, if you give option 3, writing, means I'll go for writing again.
Okay, cool. So blog or story writing?
Story, and story. I am breathing stories now with the
Okay.
story spark.
Wow. So novel or non-fiction?
Non-fiction. Chal jayega. No novel. No, I haven't yet thought of any kind of novel. Neither I can thought of, reading also. Something that's I'm unable to connect. But yes, wherever I get stories now, I'm connecting like anything. So the stories are like in my breath now,
Wow.
on the air, and I'm breathing those.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Tapas. So second book or no books from now on?
अभी तो शुरू हुआ है, आगे
Yes.
बहुत सारे legacies छोड़नी है.
Yes, abhi to
A lot to come, a lot to come. This is just a starting, and the time it started, it is like the other books were completely aligning side by side, and I'm not leaving those moments at all. It is like I was ideating whatever it was coming for the next book of mine.
Wow.
In fact, which I couldn't pick from the the kind of titles also it was coming. It was so beautiful title, was getting suggested by many. It was coming from myself. So those titles also I was skipping it, and there was one title which it made me drive, was on the belief part. So slowly many are going to come. So the book title is almost ready. I can say there are many suggestions, many things, and the kind of the one-liner is also ready. I just have to start it sooner.
Wow.
Many more to come, in fact.
Cloud 19. Not 9. Okay. So Tapas, thriller or romantic fiction? What would you prefer to write?
Give me some other option.
No.
Okay, romantic fiction, चल
Yeah.
जाएगा.
Okay. All right. Reading or writing? What do you like more?
I have to read to write.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, this journey, this is a wholesome book which I made it now. And from the wholesome, if I wanted to go on the core and core and core, so I have to read a lot to write. So both are important, equally, not equally. In fact, reading is more important because writing is going to be more important than that going forward.
Okay. So journaling or story writing?
Stories.
Okay.
Loving stories these days.
So glad to know that. Okay, Tapas, mythology or crime fiction?
Mythology.
Okay. And autobiography or self-help book?
Self-help
Oh,
only.
why only? You want to give that onus to us?
For the timing, yeah, for the timing at least. Yet, that should be a yet over here. So this is a yet part.
Okay. Yet to be on autobiography.
No, yet to be an autobiography.
Cool. Okay, Tapas, so want to learn more in writing, or next book you want to do it by yourself?
That the time will decide. However, when you have a friend, like not there is no feeling of like a coach or anytime anything, someone you can knock around, then no wonder you will not give a second thought on it.
Definitely. Wow, I'm feeling so honored, feeling like flying with wings.
I should send you wings to seriously, you should fly. And not only because of me, because the hard work, the kind of work that you have. As I know now, also you are on what health condition, but still you are so gracefully, you are, taking this live. And I'm so honored for that. I'm so blessed for that. Grateful.
Thank you so much. I guess you guys are my passion. Like writing is my passion, and whoever is related to that, it never felt like that health never came in between or nothing. I mean, no excuses come.
Right.
And I can see the same passion in you for in terms of parenting, or like writing a book for parenting, or doing parenting wholeheartedly. Everywhere I can see your footprints over there, the same kind of passion.
Right. It's your passion. When you follow it doesn't look like work. It comes from your heart inside completely.
Absolutely. Okay, so that brings me to the very interesting and my most favorite question.
Yes.
And I'm finding ways to be more creative to that. This time it would be somewhere near. Okay, so Writing or Hina M. Srivastav? Whatever you choose, it would be me.
Writing or Hina M. Srivastav, and both go side by side, and then you don't have any option. You have to choose both together, because when you are writing, you need Himana Srivastav for guiding you and taking you through that journey.
It's the other way around also. Wherever there is writing, there is Hina.
Hina, right.
So that's why I don't give options. You may choose whatever you want. Ultimately, it would be me. So
Because without guiding, it's like, when you are preparing a good food and there is no one to tell you that this food is tasting good, then you'll not have feedback, because you have to give that to others also. Before you have to give it to others, it's like in the Jodha Akbar, there is a scene where when the food has been prepared for the king, the food has to be tasted by the cook. And that too, if that's in front of the king, is better. Okay, so because you are that person, we are just adding the ingredients. When it was been tick marked by you, then we can give it to others. The other people can have it.
I absolutely love the analogy of the reader being the king.
No, reader being the king, and the part is, no, I'm the cook over here. I'm cooking over here, right? So yes, I'm the cooking, and I'm just serving that first to the king. Yes, you're giving a tick mark, but I have to taste it before. I have to taste it. When I'm satisfied, you remember there was days, a couple of days, I was not sending you the copies, and you asked me what happened, Tapaswinee, and I said, I don't know, Hina. I'm like, I sent you some chapter, and even you couldn't connect. I said, Hina, ignore this chapter now. And my thing was, even I couldn't connect to that, because I was not satisfied with that. The food was not appealing. That food was not satisfying for myself when I was cooking. And when I'm showing it to the king will obviously reject. And you rejected that.
Loving both the analogies here. Like the reader can also be the king. And before the test has to happen through some connoisseur who is tasting that and then forwarding it to the king. So that part. So loving this part, absolutely. With that, I'm done from my side. Any questions from your side before we call it a wrap? And also, I would love to know one message from you to the audience.
The only one message from my end is, I believe in empowerful parenting, and all the strength is within us. And for parents, we all walk of life who are seeking to enhance their parenting skills, deepening their connections with their children, and navigate the challenges of raising a child, because every child has a unique journey. Every parent has a unique journey. Again, raising the child doesn't mean only raising the child. It's the family whole together should get raised. The whole family is raising in the same time, right? So whether you are a first-time parent, whether you are having multiple children, or you are adopting a child, or also you are thinking of having a parent in any of the ways, it is that we in Indian thought that we think that there was a time. Now the world has a lot of evolved, and it grown with the mindset. It's like they मामे काके मिलके बच्चे बड़े कर लेंगे. It's that kind of नानी दादी मिलके कर लेंगे बड़े. So that time is no more, guys. So put yourself in the kind of strategical parenting that you wanted to have it. be more conscious when you are upbringing your child, because you are not only upbringing a child, you are upbringing a generation completely. And that's how I remember one thing. If you are a mother, for that, this is specifically for mothers, it was there. When you are upbringing a child in a right way, you are upbringing the nation completely. The nation is in your hand. So take this. This is a wholesome book. My book is all about, and I'm here there to this in this description. The whole my details would be there. Anyone wanted to connect with me for the whole parenting and motherhood journey, the challenges, the work-life balance, the kind of guilt that we, being a parent, we take it within us, being in the juggling life of work-life balance also. I believe that we all have the strength within, and there is no cookie cutter recipe, guys. You have your own recipes. You just have to elevate those things within yourself and from yourself.
Absolutely.
And give it, and the most important part is give a empowering environment to the child, so that you don't have to regret later.
Wow, that's beautiful. In fact, for me, parenting is more about learning rather than teaching. So
this is what exactly.
Yeah.
It is just we are my picture, why did I got connected to that picture, because it is like when you are leaving a child by their own, whether they are 6 months old or whether they are 10 years old, the journey starts from the day the child is born. With their wish, the kind of we needed to be activated with their sensory things and what they want, how they want. If we are leaving them according to them and we are just guiding them where it is, what is danger, what is right, what is wrong, that's all. Slowly and gradually they will come to know, and we are just the support system. They will walk in the middle of the road and we are just side by side, we will guide them. We have no other task. It is just a learning. And they are our gurus in this journey of parenting. But the world doesn't understand that most, and that's how the challenges it comes. The tantrums, the kind of challenges, the two phases in parenting, generally the challenges it comes. That is, one is toddler time and the second is teens time.
Teens time, yes.
So when the challenge time comes, they will start getting overwhelmed and losing their patience. But if the route is simple, very basic route, they have to keep it. They are the right person to judge their life, to lead their life. I'm just the guiding person side by side. I'm no one rather than that.
Wow. A very strong message with even more stronger book, which has no laws, but yet has lots of love and insight to share, which is actually the foundation of parenting. And I will be sharing the group description, which I'll be editing and leaving her links over there. You can buy the book. You can contact her on personally on social media, have a heart-to-heart talk, because parenting to me is more about learning, evolving, kind of re-engineering your inner self to the better version of yourself. And Tapas's book will surely help you for that. It would be a short recipe to do that without any laws. So go for that. And thank you so much, Tapaswinee, for being here. I'm feeling so weird to call you Tapaswinee. I call you Tapas. Thank you so much, Tapas, for being here. And thank you so much for sparing time and sharing all the insights of your book and your behind the scenes writing journey.
Blessed to have you. Blessed to be here. Thank you so much, Hina.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
To all the audience from core of my heart.
Yes.
Thank you for being here and listening to these talks. I'm sure there are multiple takeaways for the journey of writing, and you all have the book within yourself. So maybe this is a sign that you should start your journey. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We'll be meeting next time with another author in Author to Author series. Till then,